Well, it passed. What does this mean for the low income? I have all the details and what you need to know right here in the video, so let's get right into it. All right, we just got some new information on the low income and fixed income beneficiaries, and this actually happens to be some good news for millions and millions of Americans, which is also exactly what I want to talk about here in the video and also describe what this means for you. So let's get into it and talk about all this new information that just hit the wire. However, really fast before we do, thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, please make sure to subscribe by hitting the button right down below the video, as it's totally free to do so, and because I am your one and only daily advocate, I'm here for you right by your side each and every day, watching all this new information hitting the wire. I'm doing all the research and breaking it all down into these short videos so you can stay updated with what's actually going on right now, and most importantly, how it's going to impact you, your money, your benefits, your lifestyle, your bank account, and also how you can grab anything out there right now, including money, benefits, raises to benefits, checks, programs, stimulus, or anything else like that. As a low-income or fixed-income beneficiary, I truly want to help you out in any way that I can, as things are changing rapidly and we're getting new announcements literally every single day. So again, thanks so much for joining me. Please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet, and I'll be here for you right by your side every day. That's my dedication, that's my commitment, and as always, I'm sticking to it. All right, thanks again. Let's jump into it and talk about what is going on right now, what has just passed, and why this is actually a good thing for the low income and fixed income beneficiaries. Here's what it comes down to. Yesterday was a very key deadline where we were supposed to be getting a very important announcement directly related to the low income and fixed income. Guess what? We did not get the announcement. Therefore, the deadline has passed right on by, which again is a good thing for the low income and fixed income. I want to talk you through the details about that because the key announcement we were supposed to be getting yesterday was actually going to be a bad announcement for the low income. Since we did not get the announcement, that means it's good that we did not get it, okay? So let's get into it and talk about the deadline that passed on by and what this means for millions and millions of low income and fixed income, and what this means for this next several months going forward. And again, this is a good thing. All right, so here's what it comes down to. Yesterday, we were supposed to be getting an announcement out of HHS, in other words, the Department of Health and Human Services, to let us know what is going on with the Public Health Emergency Declaration. Now, here's the thing. They were supposed to be giving us an announcement yesterday to let us know that it was going to be expiring in 2 months. Well, guess what? We didn't get the announcement. Therefore, since we did not get the announcement, we can anticipate, and according to the reports and what I'm seeing out there right now, it's likely that this is going to be extended out at least another 90 days after the current expiration, which is January 11th. Now, I know that that's still a little ways from right now, but the fact of the matter is, they were supposed to be letting us know yesterday if it was going to be expiring on January 11th. We did not get the announcement. Therefore, it is highly likely that this is going to be extended out yet again for probably another 90 days beyond January 11th and the expiration on that day. So another 90 days out from that would bring us out to about mid-April or so. So somewhere around the mid-April time, which again would be, a little bit into spring. That would be a good thing. It would get us out of the deep, dark depths of the cold winter and things like that. Now, let me tell you why this is such a big deal, especially for the low income. Let me say this much. Over the last 2 years, 2.5 years or so, 26% more people have enrolled in services like Medicaid. Now, here's the thing. As soon as the Public Health Emergency Declaration would be allowed to expire, again, January 11th, as of right now, is the official expiration. They have not officially extended it, but since they did not give us the announcement yesterday, we can anticipate, based on what they've been doing over the last nearly 3 years now, it'll likely be extended yet again for another 90 days, okay? So even though they have not officially extended it yet, the anticipation is it's likely going to be extended yet again because they were supposed to tell us yesterday and they didn't, okay? Here's the good thing about this. Over the last, like I said, about 2.5 years or so, 26% more people have enrolled in Medicaid. Basically, 90 million people are enrolled in Medicaid right now. However, check this out. As soon as the Public Health Emergency Declaration is allowed to expire or it's canceled, about 15 million people are going to be losing Medicaid coverage. That's not good. That's going to be a bad thing. And remember this much. The only people that can get Medicaid are low income and fixed income beneficiaries, right? So that's why it's very important. Now next, let me tell you another key reason why This is very important to keep this in place or for the administration to figure something out on this, because as soon as this thing expires or cancels, it is not going to be good for the low income and fixed income. SNAP benefits, otherwise known as food stamps or Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. Are you located in one of the roughly 20 states right now that is allowing for the extra allotment to go out to your SNAP in your SNAP benefits or your EBT card every month? Well, guess what? As soon as the public health emergency declaration is allowed to expire or cancel, guess what? That extra allotment you're getting, that's it. It's no longer going to be happening, okay? However, here's the good news about it. As of right now, since they did not give us that announcement yesterday, we can anticipate this is likely going to be extended out at least a couple more months after the January 11th deadline, okay? When it expires that day. It's likely going to be extended again. Well, guess what happens when it's extended? That also allows the states, like right now, roughly 20 states right now, are sending out the extra allotment to millions and millions of SNAP beneficiaries. That's good. If they pass out and they continue to extend out the public health emergency declaration yet again beyond the current expiration date, that simply gives the privileges to the states to continue sending out the extra allotment. So again, I know this allotment has been a huge deal for millions and millions of you for the fixed income and low income beneficiaries, because I've seen the comments down below over the last several months for some of you that are located in the states that have actually expired the extra allotment. And a lot of you are saying, you know, I was really looking forward to that and I was needing that extra money and my state stopped it, okay? So again, I know it's a big, big deal, and the people that are getting the extra allotment, I've seen a lot of worry down below in the comment section saying, how long is this going to last? How much longer am I going to get it? Am I going to get it this upcoming month? Again, this is a great reason why when they extend this out, it's going to be a good thing for the low income and fixed income, because it just means that the states are allowed to continue sending out that extra allotment, okay? Very, very important, because when that stops, again, it's not going to be a pretty picture for millions and millions of people all across the country who are relying on SNAP benefits, okay? Now, here's why. So again, I looked into this to wonder why. Why are they extending it out again, and why didn't they give us a notice? Again, I'm always curious to know, because I want to know the full picture of this whole thing, again, because I want to translate that information back to you so you can understand the full picture of what's actually going on right now. Here's what they're anticipating. Well, I've actually talked about this before over the last couple months here, and again, here's what they're counting on yet again. They're anticipating high spikes in COVID cases yet again this coming winter, starting about right now. In fact, I just saw another report that came out that says that right now we're averaging about 40,000 new COVID cases every day, and those are the ones that are actually being detected. How about all the people that are, testing at home and maybe testing positive at home, and then, maybe not relaying that information to, the official count? So again, the numbers actually could be significantly higher than that. These are just the numbers that they're actually translating and the numbers that they're actually catching, right? So about 40,000 a day, which is actually up quite a bit from where we were sitting in the mid-30s just not that long ago, okay? So it is trending a little bit higher, and they're anticipating with the colder months upon us and all of us trying to, maybe trying to get together to see maybe, I don't know, some friends and family, some people that we love and care about for maybe the holidays or, during this time of year, as we're spending more time inside. And we're seeing maybe more people congregating. That means probably more transmission across the country as well. So again, not only that, the new variants that are making their way across the country as well. So I haven't talked about this a whole lot over the last several months just because, it's, I don't really want to focus on it all that much, but there are a couple more variants going around out there, so that's another thing we've got to be aware of as well. But when it comes down to it, the deadline that was coming in yesterday has passed right on by, and they did not give us the announcement that they were supposed to be giving us. In other words, in this case, when we don't get an announcement, no news is good news. You ever heard that one before? Of course you have. So in this case, no news is good news. And in this case, this simply means no news yesterday means the likelihood of them extending this out is a good thing, right? So the deadline has passed right on by, and that is a good thing for the low income and fixed income. So with the increased cases of COVID coming here over the coming winter and the next few months here, it's going to be interesting to see what's going on here, especially with the new Congress coming in, with the administration doing all kinds of different things and all these announcements and trying to stay the course and all kinds of different things. It's going to be very interesting here over the next couple months here and getting into the new year. It's going to be very interesting to see what do all these lawmakers have up their sleeve. The current Congress is still in place until early January. Then the new Congress will be brought in early January, and then who knows what's going to happen at that point. So all I can tell you this much: there's going to be a lot going on. There's going to be a lot of big announcements. There's going to be a lot of new bills, packages, proposals, a piece of legislation. There's going to be big announcements. There's going to be all kinds of different things coming out of the current Congress right now. And then, of course, the new Congress in a matter of just a few weeks. The new Congress will be coming in, and I can guarantee you it's going to be very, very busy. And yeah, I'll have to see what happens here. But either way, we'll have to also watch. Again, I'm not going to focus on this a ton going forward, but I am going to watch it in the back end. I will continue watching this. I'm not sure how much I'm going to keep you updated on this, but COVID cases, we've got to continue watching that as well. Because remember, what started this whole thing in the first place? Yeah, it was all about COVID back in the day. Remember that? A couple years ago, almost 3 years ago now, is when this whole thing started. And it all came down because of COVID, right? So the stimulus checks, the extra unemployment benefits, basically everything else, the extra allotment for SNAP benefits, the housing assistance, the utility assistance, the rental assistance, all kinds of things like that got huge sums of money. Why? Because of COVID, okay? Because everything was shutting down. Things were not doing so well, right? Well, I'm not saying that that's going to happen again this winter. I have no clue what's going to happen this winter. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't have a magic wand. I don't even have a hat that I can pull a bunny out of, okay? I don't have any of that stuff. You know, and I guess even if I did, it wouldn't tell me the future. I don't know what the future holds. All I'm simply telling you is we got to watch all this stuff because you never know what is going to be the next domino to drop, right? And at that point, maybe you just never know what's going to happen, okay? That's why you got to watch all this stuff. Anyway, I'm watching all the pieces for you. I'm bringing it to you in these short videos, and I'm keeping you updated with this information as I'm getting it. Either way, the announcement we were supposed to be getting yesterday, no announcement is good news for the low income and fixed income. So I'm going to continue watching this one very closely. They've already anticipated this will likely be extended out yet again until the spring, which would make me anticipate probably sometime in mid-April, another 90-day extension. And that would be good for millions and millions of low income. Probably, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 million low income people. This would be a good thing. So yeah, probably pretty important, right? Anyway, I'll be here for you in any way that I can be. I'll keep you posted with all these new details, the announcements, anything else coming out right now. Of course, I'll keep you posted on that right away as we're getting it. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media, and go back and check out any of the other thousands and thousands of videos here on the channel. Until next time, have a nice day, enjoy, and I'll catch you again later in the